and congratulations! This is the last of the week of this section of lessons, so make sure you have all of your songs passed off. Today is review day and pep talk story day. So I'm just going to dive into the story today. This is a story about my dad. So when we were growing up, we had this old car. It was an old Chevy Nova, a 1975 Chevy Nova. And when I was younger, my dad and my mom, they had 5 kids already, and they didn't have very much money, and my dad had just this very, very busy schedule. And our old car started to kind of break down a little bit, and he started to have a lot of trouble with it. And it was still running okay, but they had to put a lot of work and money into it. And one day, as he was driving down the road, he saw a Native American man walking down the street, and he thought, well, looks like this guy could use a lift. So I don't suggest picking strangers up off the side of the road, but that's to your parents' discretion, okay? Anyways, my dad just felt like he should help this man. So he pulled up and he said, "Do you need a ride?" And this guy said, "Yeah, but I need to go to this location." And my dad said, "Well, it's kind of out of the way. That's not where I'm going." And the man said, "You know, I could really use your help. Maybe I can make it worth your time." And my dad said, "Well, okay, I guess I can help you out." So he took the time to drive this man to where he was going. So when he got to the place and stopped, and before the man got out of the car, this man said, "I am a Native American spiritual leader in my tribe, and I would like to put a blessing on your car." My dad said, "Okay." And so this man proceeded to bless my dad's car, that it would continue to run and it would run well. And then he got out of the car and went on his way, and guess what? Guess what happened? That car ran for like 5-10 more years. And then after it didn't run so at some point it got pretty old, and so my parents bought a different car and they put it next to their barn. And when I was in high school, I decided I wanted my own car because I was sick of sharing a car with my sisters. And so I asked my dad if I could fix up the old Nova, and he said sure. And guess what? I fixed it up and it ran for another 5 years. And then my brother did the same thing. He then fixed it up again and it ran for another 5 years. And my brother is actually hoping to fix it up another time, and it's going to continue to run. So I attribute all of that to the day that my dad picked that man up off the side of the road. He blessed that car. So anyways, the moral of the story is when we serve other people, sometimes it takes a lot of effort, and sometimes it's hard. Sometimes it's hard to help other people. But sometimes there are blessings and benefits to doing that. So it might not be that your car runs forever like our car did, but you could just feel good inside. If you're ever feeling sad, or if you're ever having a hard time, the best thing to do is to go out and help somebody else. And as soon as you do that, you forget your own troubles and you can go on your way. So anyways, just like our little story about Dude and Goblin, he realized that, kindness goes a long way, and he helped Goblin to have friends and changed his life, right? So anyways, there's your pep talk story for the day. I hope you enjoyed it, and we can now continue on to the review. Our review today starts on Learn to Play Piano, page 109. At the top, you'll see the first direction says, label the note names on the keys below. So just every key down there, you can go ahead and label its note name. And the first key starts with F, and you can go from there. Number 2 says, using the keyboard to help, circle whether the distance between the 2 notes is a step or a skip. If it is a step, circle if it's a half step or a whole step. The first example, A to B, you can look up on the keyboard, and looking at A to B, you're going to decide, is this a skip or a step? If it's a step, you're going to say if it's a whole step or a half step. And to remind you, a half step is from one key to a very next key, okay, whether it be black or white. And a whole step is 2 half steps put together, okay? Go ahead and pause the video to complete this assignment, and then you can come back for the next page. Our second page is Notes, page 55, and our first direction says, which hand usually plays the note? Write R for right and L for left under each note according to which hand usually plays it. Then the next direction says, draw 5 treble clef signs, and next to that says, draw 5 bass clef signs. Our bottom direction says, use a note to answer the math problems below. So again, you're adding these notes together, and then you're writing a note that equals that amount of beats. Go ahead and pause the video and complete this assignment, and then come back for one more page. Our last page today is Notes, page 56. It's a large funnies page. So at the top it says, finish the joke by writing the note names on the lines under them. So this is more like a flashcard dash. You're looking at those notes on the treble and bass clef, and whatever note it is, you fill in the letter below it. So after you've filled in all of the letters, you should have a pretty funny joke. So you can just go ahead, pause the video, complete this assignment, and then once you have done that, make sure that you're going to the answer keys at the end, correcting all your work so that you know that you are ready to move forward. And then you can go ahead and move on to the next set of lessons. Great job today.